Hello everybody, I'm Bob and this is Thailand. Today I'm going to tell you about being stuck 80 miles out in the jungle mountains in the middle of nowhere with a tire that wouldn't hold air and a bent rim. Is it a horror story? You'll find out in just a minute. To give you some idea of where we were, here's Chiang Mai here. When you come around Doi Suthep, you get in the next valley, then you proceed out here and do some ridge running. And I was about here, which is somewhere between 60 and 70 miles out of Chiang Mai. The road west of Samoing leads to Pai the back way. It crosses several mountain ranges and a couple of river drainages and ends up running up the Pai Canyon to Pai. I had the misfortune to bend a rim. It bent my front rim pretty well. The tire was barely holding air, and I limped down the road and found some transportation of Thailand workers making a repair, and we were able to communicate enough to where I believed there was a mom and pop station that did tires several miles ahead of me. So I limped on in there, and I didn't know what to expect, but they were most helpful. They hopped right in and jumped on it and got the tire off and got the rim exposed, and then they figured out they didn't have big enough tools to deal with it. Well, I managed to hit a piece of granite or some sort of rock that was in the highway. So I was lucky within about 5 miles to find these guys, because I was losing pressure on the front tire pretty quickly. Yeah. And this is just a little roadside stand that's helping me out. Talk about service. I've never gotten tire service for strawberries before.
Strawberry.
Aroma.
Aroma.
Not. Well, in the next chapter of our drama, they have been unable to bend the place where I hit the rock back with the tools they have at the tire shop. So they took my tire up to the highway department where they've got larger tools. This is really typical of every time I've needed anything done in Thailand. It's like a community project. They brought me strawberries and water while I've been waiting, which has never happened to me before. But hopefully the tire will be on its way back down here in some state of repair shortly. This is the other shop where they're trying to get the rim where it'll hold air.
Okay lah.
Well, this may be a mistake, but they've gotten the tire to hold air, and I'm going to putt back over the mountains. I'm about 140 kilometers out of Chiang Mai, so it's going to be a full afternoon of tippy-toeing. If you don't hear from me again, you know I shouldn't have done it. YouTube.
Video.
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
Hãy
lâu mà rồi đi tên đưa ra phụ hình này cả anh nhìn mấy chữ này này. Okay, are you sure? Sure?
Slow.
Oh no. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. Good luck.
Yes, thank you. I think I need. strawberries were great. The water was water. I sat on a bench in the shade while they did their work and chatted with their wives and friends coming by. Several of them spoke a little bit better than broken English, and my Thai is definitely broken, possibly terminally broken. At any rate, we communicated well enough to get things going, and they were just great to me. So here's the really amazing and revealing part of this story. When I decided it was time to say, how much is this going to cost me? Because I have been the guy from somewhere else at the mercy of vendors more than once in my life. And I was expecting these polite people to crucify me. But when it came time to pay the bill, I found out there wasn't any bill. And when I asked why there wasn't any bill, they told me they didn't fix anything. And that the TOT guys at the Department of Transportation, they weren't going to bill because they weren't supposed to help me in the first place, but the boss was not there. So what an amazing experience. No charges. I'll have some money to buy the dog some bacon. Now, I've had a number of experiences in Thailand where people went out of their way to help me. I've received a number of kindnesses from people in Thailand. Thailand been very good to me. I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, share, whatever. It does help the channel, and we really appreciate it.